Hey fellas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be conducting a little bit of an experiment. So I've got a couple of these parts that I need to make, and it kind of looks something like this. It's got a little threaded part, 1/4 inch, and then an undercut thing. So it's got an undercut or a relief here for the thread, so when it screws into the part it doesn't bottom out on any unthreaded section, and yeah, an external thread on the top part. Now the problem is my friend from Alibaba hasn't sent me my external thread milling tool in time, so my solution or sort of experiment to get around this is putting a die into the CNC mill and running it as like a rigid tap operation. So I've made up a little tool holder for a die. I'm going to chuck in the machine and see if I can maybe peck tap this with a die, and we'll see if we have any success. So it's really just something kind of interesting, I suppose. I don't know if it will or will not work, but we'll find out. So yeah, let's have a look at the thing that I've drawn up in Fusion and made on the lathe quick. Okay, so I've got my model loaded up in Fusion here. This model, I've got a couple of radial holes for some grub screws to hold the die in place. I've actually used bolts in this case because I didn't have any grub screws. But yeah, just the die sits in the holder, essentially. I've modeled a few holes in the back of the holder so that I could run like a flood coolant or an air blast to clear chips. But I think I'm just going to get around that in the meantime by using peck tapping cycle. Yeah, I haven't actually milled those reliefs on the back of the holder yet. I thought I'd just try it because I'm too excited about trying it, which could be the downfall, but I think it'll be okay if I just go slow in the beginning. So yeah, next step will be I've got to set up these tools in Fusion, and then I'm going to just model up a part and get it ready in Fusion, so I'll check back in and start recording when I get to that stage. Going to export this tool path now. Now my post doesn't support peck tapping, so I've had to do individual tapping cycles, just 3-4 millimeters at a time. So it's the moment of truth. I've prepared the stock, I've done the tool paths. I'm going to run it and see what happens. Hopefully nothing bad, hopefully all of the successes. Just very light step over because I haven't got an ideal work holding setup now. Plus it's the first time I've actually machined brass in the machine, so always better to be a bit cautious. Okay, it's the moment of truth. Bit of a peck tap. It might sing a little bit because it's brass. Oh, I think it's working. yeah, baby. I probably could have done that in one pass rather than pecking. All right, let's pull it up. Doesn't feel too wiggly, which is good. I suppose that's the advantage of being able to thread external thread mill rather than use a die. But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked with that. That'll get me by until the right tool turns up. So, well, there you have it, guys. Experiment was great success. Got a really nice thread on the part without any issues. So, yeah, very happy with that. So there you go. If you ever get stuck in the future and you're trying to figure out a way to get around a problem like that, then there you go. It is possible to use a die in your machine. So thanks for watching this video. If you like it, you know, you could subscribe or you could leave a like or a comment. Yeah, it's all good. Whatever you want to do. I'll catch you guys soon.